history has not been properly written, and most of that has been written, been erased. They has written us right out of history. I can remember as a young man growing up in the South. I was a country boy, grew up on my father-owned farm and plantation, so I didn't had to be subjected to the control and the laws of the white man. By the age of 12 or 13, I became active, which was the leader of, I guess I would call it, adolescent voter registration drive. I worked on the voter registration drive to get black people registered to vote. We broke down the barriers of taking those illiterate tests and got people registered to vote. My experience as a demonstrator, so I was exposed to the tear gas, the dogs, the police, and subject to arrest and thrown in jail for protesting for our civil rights. The police was participating in allowing the Ku Klux Klans, the rebellions against the demonstrators. The police allow the opposer of the demonstrators to have 15 minutes of physical altercation, beating, kicking, and destroying before they come around and to break it up. Part of retaliation as well, they took one of the black girls out of the cell with the women's and put her in the cell with the men's, hoping that they would do a gang rape on her. But out of respect for her and what she was fighting for, they told her sister, "You has nothing to worry about with us. You will be highly respected." And so therefore, they gave her privacy. They put their sheets together and let her use the restroom and let her get cleaned up.
What was it like being integrated into the white school?
There was a lot of fighting, a lot of prejudice. Only 4 or 5 of us blacks there initially. And we had to fight and had to stand up. It didn't make good grades, but I made a change. I broke down the barrels. I had books in the schools that were different, talking different things about black peoples and black and the history of America that they didn't want black kids to come around and learn. So they couldn't put us on the back of the bus, so they'd make us sit on the front seat. The school, as my experience, it was a complete culture shock to leave all black school to go to all white school and to learn that people of other colors wasn't any more intelligent than anyone else. You had dumb people there too. I learned that. I learned that a lot of them were just as poor as we was, much poor than the many blacks. That's what integration was about, to add other peoples into our culture, to be able to recognize what we have and what we're doing instead of throwing away our culture and our values to pick up some other one and nasty habits. A lot of people came and visited our house, not live with us, stayed with us during the civil rights years. Some of the Freedom Riders came down and stayed in the house with us and slept on the floor and ate with us. And the Freedom Riders was peoples that came from the north on bus to participate in the demonstration with the peoples in the south. The peoples came from the north were both black and white. And a lot of them was college students, and some was people that left their professions and everything else to come and help the struggle. So they was in a strange town. There was no hotels or no place to stay, but except with the demonstrators and their family members on the grounds during the protests or at the churches. And when they needed food, refreshment, and places to stay, my parent gave them the permission to come and live with us. So they live with us, both black and white, eating and sleeping on the floors at our home and eating food and going back to the church to demonstrate during days, and some nights we even slept on the ground there. We took turns sleeping on the ground so hot times so others would go home and get refreshed and come back again. We had to hit march from Selma to Montgomery. The Selma and Montgomery, I marched across the bridge. But it was an exciting experience, and it was courage to be able to be involved with people that knew and that had courage. It gave me courage to this day to stand up and to know about my civil rights and try to fight for me, my family, and my friends. And as of today, the many things that I fought for appears to be rolling backwards. And so racism and prejudice is rolling it back, and it's taken its effect on us both economically, politically, social, and even on our academic scales. People of your age and generation is nowhere in tune to what has happened and the necessity of it. The Supreme Court went in 2012 or 2013 and gutted the Civil Rights Bill. And so they reversing the trend which I saw the change come. I could see the darkness returning because of people is not being serious about the civil rights that we fought for, and they're allowing them to be taken back. But what are you still fighting for? I'm fighting for people that don't have a voice, don't know how to fight.
Thank you.